You're being recorded.
Oh, well.
Yeah, for us.
You want to do
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's not all.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I used to write out scripture most mornings. It's kind of a ritual that I've done, and I fill up these notebooks with them. Well, I was writing some passages out of the Bible in Florida. This is 3 months ago now. And I came across this passage in Jerimiah that was all about God's people basically being unfaithful to him and committing adultery, using all this graphic language of animals and heat and all this. And it hit me really hard. And I felt like I was supposed to make a video about it, but I didn't really want to. So I started it, and then I put it off for 3 months. Well, in that period of that 3 months, I felt like I shouldn't move forward until I had completed that. Coming on this trip gave me that last little bit of like, you gotta do this. So the night before we left on this trip, I finished this video and I published it over the weekend. And it's just 1.5 minutes long, but it was one of those things I really didn't want to do. But I was glad I did, just because when I feel like God is putting something on my heart or telling me to do something, the most important thing for me is obedience and not moving past that obedience. I wish I wouldn't have taken that long, but I'm glad I got to it. So even starting this morning, writing again, it was really nice, and I really missed it. And it was crazy, this passage I started with. It's actually from Jeremiah chapter 3. And it says, "Return, faithless people, declares Yahweh, for I am your husband. I will choose you, 1 from a town and 2 from a clan, and will bring you to Zion. Then I will give you shepherds after my own heart, who will lead you with knowledge and understanding." I was like, whoa, that is so cool. That's like the first line that I wrote after coming back after 3 months. And we're actually near Zion. We're not in Zion, but it's like 30 minutes away, actual Mount Zion. And I feel like God has given us a shepherd to teach us a knowledge and understanding of this area that we would have no other way of knowing about. So it's actually really cool. That's how I feel right now, is I'm just really thankful to be here and to be back to writing. I'm still working on uploading yesterday's video. This internet is not super reliable, so it says like 1 hour and 12 minutes to upload, but I have to leave in 15 minutes now and pack. But this is the first day of our tour. It's really exciting.
They went all the way to Shiloh. Look at the map and you'll find Shiloh more east of Afek. And they burned the city, they took the Ark of Covenant, with them and brought them the Ark of Covenant.
So beautiful here. This is like the hippodrome in Cesarea where they had some of the first Olympic Games and horse races and stuff. But one of the things we just did was we read these verses that Paul wrote when he was in prison, which he was in prison like right behind this wall here for 2 years. And he was watching these people train nonstop for these games. So these are like these famous Bible passages I heard as a little kid about training to be like an athlete in these giant crowds of witnesses and never giving up. And it's crazy to see that he was like actually around world-class athletes for 2 years watching them train while he's writing these passages. So this is the prison here. Anyways, it's just like, man, causes you to see these things a little differently.
I was ready to get some food. I'm starting to feel like I need food. This is really good. Actually, I haven't tried it yet. But I tried that. That was good. This is schnitzel. We're in a village in Israel, and this lady comes up to me and says, I watched your vlog. I watched your birth video, and then I watched some of your videos, and both of us were just like, that's crazy. We're like in the middle of nowhere.
So we just got to this church, and one of the rules with really everyone is that they have to have their knees covered. So they're wrapping like sweatshirts around their knees.
Okay, we are here. You see the statue? Mm-hmm. This is the picture that you will see down. Okay, of Elijah. And we came from here.
This tour is about the women of the Bible. So little is known, at least where I grew up, about women in the Bible, and they're kind of an obscure thing and just mentioned in passing. I'm really excited to learn about these things and to know that there is so much there about women.
If somebody would say, no, I'm not convinced that she was killed, you're right.
Where did peace go? Where did peace go?
It's good just to be able to see like everything geographically right in front of you as he's explaining it is pretty amazing. This is our room for the next 3 days that we're here near the Sea of Galilee. Little mini bar going on here. What's down here? Oh, nothing. Oh, got a safe. And then this is the bathroom. We've got an editing desk here, which is very, very important. Ben's uploading a vlog right now. And we got our beds. It's kind of funny. Most places that we've gone have 2 twin beds that they just like smush together. But we make it work. Got a little sitting chair. And then the outside. Got a little smoking lounge right there. Let's see if Dove and Eden will let me in their room. Well, they're just right next door. Hello. Shalom. We're heading down to dinner, and on the way we're gonna stop by the lake.
We just had dinner at this hotel, and this morning we left for a tour of Women of the Bible, and we just left a hotel this morning. So that's one of the things that's kind of hard about this tour, is we keep moving around, and it's really long, but it's never boring. And what I really like about this tour is that our tour guide takes us to places that they talk about in the Bible, and takes us to the places where these stories take place. And I think that's really cool, and it helps me visualize all these stories in the Bible. And one of the things that I learned was, when I have read the Bible, or people have read me the Bible, I've always seen the characters and people in the Bible as people who are not like me at all, because they lived in a different time and in a different culture, and it was just really different back then. But the way our tour guide was talking about it was that I was, in a way that I was able to compare myself to them, and it just helped me think in a way about the Bible that I've never thought before, and that what would I do in those situations, and just helped me understand what they did back then and why they did it. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.